Here we go. Doth protest too much. Cuck. Fake as fuck. Baby mouth. Why? Misogyny. Boy. Dumb as shit. Doesn't listen. Argues with chat. Body shaming. Boring. Yelling. Worries about money. Creepy. Mommy issues. Eepy. Edgy. Screams. Racism. Worries about paternity. Boomer Dave. Stereotype. Coors Mountain. Fantasizes about violence.
I don't think I can.
Are you sure? I bet you can.
Yeah, it's just...
Anyway,
well, it's on my
you're
broadcast,
transphobic
so.
as fuck, so...
All right, how so?
Listen, how do trans women make you feel, the existence of trans women?
They don't make me feel one way or the other. I'm not attracted to trans women.
You have nobody asked about attraction. I said, how do they make you feel?
Whoa, not protest too much.
Do you have to be sexually attracted to every woman?
Well, for me to even have a hint of being sexually attracted, they do have to have a vagina.
I asked you a question. That's not the question I asked, Dave. Do you have to be sexually attracted to every woman?
But there's no chance in hell of me being attracted to a trans woman.
I wasn't asking about sexual attraction. I asked you a yes or no question.
He's so dumb.
Do you have to be sexually attracted to every woman?
Well,
woman, not trans woman. Woman.
No, I'm not attracted to all women.
Okay then. Why does it matter? Why do you have to bring up sex or whatever? It's super weird.
Because
like nobody wants to fuck you, Dave. So I don't understand why you think trans women want to fuck you. Like you're not even good enough to think about me when you touch yourself, bro. So like
you'd be the last.
I just don't. Yeah, sure.
Do you have any actual arguments, or are we just gonna?
Well, we're talking about. I'm talking.
That's a tough one.
About your transphobia, dog. Like
yeah, and
so you confirm that you don't have to be sexually attracted to every woman.
But
so why do you have to bring up like dicks and like talk about people coming in people's asses or whatever? Like you have to always bring up sex.
I would be attracted to a trans woman.
Nobody asked you if you would be attracted to a trans woman. I just asked you if you have to be attracted to every woman, and you just have to like bring up your sexual attraction. It's like a doth protest too much thing. It's super weird. It's like chaser behavior.
Okay, so do you have anything else on this or what?
Well, we're talking about it. Do you not like talking about your viewpoints?
I've made my viewpoints plain. I don't give a shit.
So you don't like actually discussing things.
If men want to be women, I don't care. But
I don't care. But yeah, very convicted on the I don't care part. I'm gonna start smoking. You guys want a smoke check?
For women in, quite frankly, name only, I don't think you should be playing sports on the same team.
Nobody asked you about.
Okay, straight up though, but do you think seculoid can like dunk or something? Like what? Like I don't understand. Why can't seculoid go play some basketball? I don't understand. What do you think is gonna happen? Look, most trans girls are not trying to play ball, but the ones that do, I want them to be able to. There's like fucking 4 college or high school athletes they're trying to like target with this. It's like really not that many people. Can you believe queer kids aren't super interested in the boys' locker room or whatever? Like it's not a fucking kind place to be if you're a fucking cis het boy. It's not great. It's not great if they're like, hey, so you're trans, huh? Okay, you're forced to play with the boys still. Okay. Go play ball still if you want to play. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't really think we don't have to like segregate on sex when it comes to like playing sports or whatever. You just play. But if you are interested in sports, I am strongly in favor of it. I love sports.
Sports, dude.
So
we're just talking about this. I didn't ask you anything about sports.
So whatever people want to do, that's fine.
Okay, so like, do you recognize that it's like super weird that like every time a trans woman comes up, you talk about like not wanting to fuck her? Like it's really weird that you even think somebody would be interested in fucking you. That like you see on the internet, like it kind of just seems like a red
editing.
Okay, I'll give you the exact reason
or whatever.
Because you have a bunch of trans women that say, "Why won't you sleep?"
My teacher let me be late to his class every day so I could change and wash myself with the sink in the form of single. So I have to use the locker room. Oh, that's nice.
With me, I'm a exact reason
or whatever.
Because you have a bunch of trans women that say, "Why won't you sleep with me? I'm a woman." No, you're fucking not.
No trans woman is asking you why you won't sleep with them because they're a woman, Dave.
True. Fucking Jesus Christ.
And if some weirdo wants to be like, yeah, that's fine, but like nobody's asking you that. You're acting like you're the one getting like victimized by something like that, and you're not.
I'm not getting
like at all
by it, so
like you're like so mad about it when it's just like not a thing.
And you really suck at trying to make a point.
Okay, so like you understand it's like weird, right? Like it's like a doth protest too much thing, maybe. I don't understand. I'm not exactly entirely sure, so I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. But you're just always like there'll just be a trans woman existing, and you're like, but I won't fuck her. But like also she's probably not gonna fuck you anyway, or doesn't even know who you are, and we just tell you to go away.
So
I don't think he's going to engage with this.
So like,
anything else?
It's weird. Or? Why do you like? I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what comes into your brain that makes you think that like this is a good point or whatever?
I don't know, because it seems to piss you off a lot.
I'm not mad. I'm just wondering. I'm fascinated by it.
Great. Again, do you have anything else?
Again, I mean, those like you're generally your like sexually foul comments towards women in general. It's like, is it jealousy?
No,
because you like lesbians a lot, and I know that like one egg behavior is wanting to be a lesbian, watching a lot of lesbian porn because you want to be a lesbian.
Yeah, that's my life goal.
So is that?
Yeah, that's my life goal. Doesn't it sound like he just wanted to say it without saying it?
I mean,
no.
Airline.
No, dude. Like, look at his. This is. We have a case of terminal egg situation shit happening.
Life goal.
So,
look at the way he acts.
Oh, is that it? I mean,
no.
He. I can't believe that I'm coming around big time on this conspiracy theory. I think you might be right.
Line, if I'm being real.
You got anything else?
Yes, queen.
Yes, cool.
I mean,
we could go on and on.
Once you come up with an argument worth responding to, I'll respond to it.
An argument worth responding to? I don't know. Like, why do you think Blair White wants to fuck you?
I don't think she does. She doesn't know I exist. But I still wouldn't sleep with her.
Why do you make weird comments about wanting to fuck her every time you look at one of her videos?
That's true.
I generally don't. I barely cover her. It's like yesterday I had to deal with a video where they were saying, oh, I'm still doing Anita Sarkeesian. I haven't talked about that bitch for months.
I don't have bitch on my thing.
See, you're like, I haven't talked about that bitch for months. It's like, it's weird, dude.
Well, I could say
yeah. So
the
like,
liar.
how come I got one? How come you fell hook, line, and sinker for the Imani Khalif or whatever boxing lady, like Russian propaganda stuff, saying she was a man?
That was just I was getting reports 6 ways from Sunday.
Six ways from Sunday.
No, you weren't, because like every time someone said she was a man, there was people would demonstrate on literally every occasion that she was not in fact born as a man and was not a trans woman.
Yeah, but she had higher than normal testosterone.
Oh my God, he's still just doing the thing. You were caught hook, line, and sinker doing the thing. And he's like, no, I wasn't. But here's the thing. She was definitely trans. Fucking shut up.
Own level.
So,
well,
all athletes, all top athletes
illegal.
are genetic freaks. All top athletes are genetic freaks. It was within reasonable range for the boxing federation, and the people that actually kicked her out or whatever, the Russian league was like banned, and they're not recognized anymore because of like corruption within the league, and it was clearly a politicized situation because the Russians were butthurt that she beat a Russian.
Well,
was, like,
and then there was
undefeated or
also
some
the
shit.
other one too.
No, there's not another one.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you think trans women should compete against biological women in things like boxing?
Yeah, I think women should compete in women's sports.
Trans women are not. Women, you're going to get some woman killed.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, because there's no demonstration that there's like any sort of advantage.
Men build
like
more
in
muscle
fact,
mass,
if you
men
look
have
at,
higher bone
in fact, if you look at
men-
this,
I don't know. He's never gonna come around on this because he's dug in. But it's like obviously there aren't trans women just like out here destroying everybody at the pickup basketball game. You know what I mean? You don't go to the fucking Y and like just trans people are in there just fucking running the gym. This isn't like roaming gangs of fucking 3-on-3 pickup basketball players like a fucking basketball anime. Someone should make that, actually. In a sports anime, and it's just trans people just dominating. This would be good. Nani?
If you look at trans women winning at women's sports, they're actually like
They usually
statistically
break
less
records.
good. They're
They
statistically
usually
less
break
good actually.
records.
They don't actually. They don't.
Fuck.
Well, I don't know what world
They're
you're living
statistically
in, but
worse at sports.
I'm dealing with reality.
I know how math works. Show me a trans woman breaking a record.
Simple. Leah Thomas.
She didn't. She came in
Yes,
fifth. She didn't
she
even
did.
win. No, she didn't even win.
Yeah.
She literally didn't even win.
Yes, she did.
No, she didn't.
I followed the story.
No, you didn't.
Every time,
If you look it up, if you look up her times, they're not good.
Where
She
the
came in
girls'
fifth
track and
place.
field team on the race team, because there were 2 trans women there, all the girls had to fight for third
What?
because
there
they
wasn't.
easily beat them. Men are better at sports than women. Point.
Dave, now I want. Okay, Seculoid, you have to play Dave 1-on-1. Make it take it to 21 to 11. Win by 2. Now you have to.
Point blank,
They're not,
period.
though.
Yes, they are.
No,
well,
they're
fuck
not.
it. Why don't we combine the WNBA and the NBA?
Okay.
Oh, that's right, because women will. Because
I said okay, Dave.
if LeBron
I
James
said
joins
do
the
it.
WNBA, he'll score
I said,
98
let's go.
points a night.
I disagree. There are absolutely players in the WNBA that would be valuable contributors to NBA teams throughout if you mix them. Like, there's also it's very important, right? Like, there are like 200 years worth of investment in male sports, right? Like, quite literally 200 years of investment in that endeavor. And only recently have women been given similar investment. And you're seeing all of their leagues explode. Like, the WNBA is breaking records every year. It keeps happening. So I'm 100% fine with co-ed situations down the road. Like, they're probably not going to do it in my lifetime, but or if they do, it'll be its own league and it'll, flip-flop around. But I'm in, dude. By the way, they do co-ed events during the NBA All-Star Weekend. They do the skills championship and the three-point contest and stuff.
Let's go, Dave. No, seriously. Let's go. I'm fine with that.
So much for the end of fair contests.
What? I think it's fair. All athletes are genetic freaks, Dave.
Yeah, but men are
And
way
statistically,
better than women.
trans women underperform in women's sports.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, they
Because
don't.
if you pull up Leah Thomas, you'll see that she came in fifth. She didn't break a record.
So, sorry, I guess I'm the feminist fighting for women's spaces.
You're a turf, and you're not. But at best, you'd be a turf.
No, she didn't break a record. She came in fifth, bro.
So,
You're just lying.
no, you're just lying.
I'm not. If I type in what place did Leah Thomas come in, she came in fifth. What?
Fuck.
Swimming world, no denying the advantages of Leah Thomas. Outrage over Leah Thomas's NCAA championship win.
Yeah, she came in fifth. You participate in multiple events. She won like one event, but she came in fifth overall. You fucking idiot. You participate in multiple events. You don't know how
Head
swimming
swimmer
works.
Leah Thomas sets 6 records at Ivy League school.
No, at
Leah
the school.
USA
And
Today,
then
Leah
when she
Thomas, still
competed-
NCAA
when she
title
competed,
holder.
She was on HRT for years, so she came in fifth. You're mad
Leah
about
Thomas.
not national champ.
Is still NCAA title holder. Claim to the contrary started as satire. That's from USA Today, the most widely read newspaper
You're
on the
reading
planet.
headlines. Oh my god. Dog. She's not. You can look up the records, dude. She came in fifth overall.
He's just doing the Tim Pool thing. I'm gonna say doesn't listen, by the way. He's just reading the headlines. Dude, she straight up. It's just not true, man. I don't know. This guy just doesn't listen, and we all knew that. But he's just obstinate. It's like his whole thing.
Ties for 5th.
His whole thing.
In the final. Yeah, there you go. You can look at it. It's on ESPN's website.
And I just gave you USA Today.
5th place, NCAA Swimming Championships at McCauley Aquatic Center. 5th place. That's the one you're worried about.
Legal case against swimming's world governing body. This is from CNN.
I don't care. I'm reading it on the ESPN website, dog. I'm talking the actual fucking her placing and her actual performance. I don't care about the politicized headlines that you're reading to like try to make a point. I'm talking about the actual performance of the woman.
Oh yeah, that's a bastion of conservatism.
She came in what?
I said CNN. That's a bastion of conservatism.
I didn't say conservatism. I said politicized headlines. Now,
liberals are bad.
Let's see.
Placed
2022 NCAA
Placed
Division
fifth.
I Women's Championship.
Placed 5th in 200-yard freestyle final
Got
in the
some zippy
NCAA
invites,
Challenge
whatever the hell that is. 2022 Division I Women's Championship.
Dave doesn't have any friends. He literally doesn't. He used to go to the bar. He definitely has ODD. He used to go to the bar. He doesn't go to the bar anymore. He drinks alone at home every day in his room with his mom out in the living room watching Fox News. He can't go anywhere. He doesn't have friends. So the answer to what would you do if you were friends with Dave is you would fucking become estranged. You would stop being friends eventually.
Okay. At the Ivy schools, and then she went on to compete nationally.
Ivy League
which is what thing
Championship,
you're
Ivy
mad
League
about.
Championship, Ivy League, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah. That was at the start of her HRT. At the beginning of her HRT.
And then in the women's thing, they're fucking, she's fucking dominating. She was dog shit as a male swimmer.
Yeah, I know. And then she started swimming, and then after she was on HRT long enough, she was able to compete in the NCAA
and
swimming
she would
national
still have
championship.
all the unfair advantages that a man would have.
She tied for 5th. Because over the course of time, HRT lessens your muscle density.
Doesn't deal with
and
things like bone density, and no, she would still have an unfair advantage.
So she doesn't. No, it doesn't.
An unfair advantage by virtue of being born male. He lives in it's definitely misogyny. He lives in a misogynistic fantasy about men being inherently better at sports, and I want to see him dribble a basketball so bad.
Tell me what, but no, it doesn't. So after 2 years on HRT, your muscle mass is equivalent to that of a cis woman.
Okay, so then why do we bother?
So once she was on HRT for 2 years, which is around this like NCAA swimming championships time, she came in 5th. So the whole like rumor, which I agree with you that you should be on HRT. Not that I care that much about sports, but you should be on HRT for like 2 years to compete and stuff like this, because that's when your muscle and that's when your no you wouldn't. I'm explaining to you why.
You can change bone density.
Hey, shut the fuck up. I'm explaining to you why.
Musculature.
Yes, you can because
what do you mean you can change? Of course you can change these things. Why doesn't he think you can do those things?
It's controlled by because it's controlled by hormones. So after 2 years on HRT, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, your muscle mass and everything is equivalent to that as if you were born a cis woman with the same, bones.
Oh no, he's in the crib. No.
You'll retain the speed, the power,
so why are you?
and the strength.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Maybe
no,
not
you
as much,
don't.
but you're way stronger
No,
than a
you're
woman.
not.
Yes,
No,
you
you're
are.
not. You're lying. You're just wrong.
You're delusional.
I'm not delusional. I agree with the medical
David.
science. And you're like just lying because you're
Okay, so hear me out. Dave, if you crack that egg, it'll be less weird if you wear wigs. You know what I mean? Do you just get cute wigs and be fabulous instead of being a guy with a ugly toupee? Think about it. Think about it. Just live your truth.
mad at trans women because you're transphobic.
If I was transphobic, I'd be deathly afraid of them.
Oh my god, the fucking phobia. Actually, fucking drive off a bridge.
Do you want me to read the definition of transphobia to you?
What's the definition of phobia?
Dislike or strong. Shut your fucking fat fucking mouth, and I'll tell you.
What's the definition of phobia?
The definition of transphobia.
I can only click body shaming if Dave does it. Dr. Gamble, thank you.
Is dislike or strong prejudice against transgender people, which is what you have. That's the definition of transphobia. That's the definition from Oxford Languages.
Phobia is an anxiety.
I'm sorry, you don't know how words
causes an
work.
irrational and persistent fear. I do not fear trans women.
The word transphobia, because phobia is a modifier,
so let's
is
just
a dislike or strong prejudice
change
against
the fucking English language to fit whatever
all
definition
languages.
you want.
All languages.
Why is he filibustering with this? This is how he does it every time. He's like, I'm not transphobic because phobia means scared. And it's like, frankly, I think you are a little scared. Like, there's something deep inside you that's scared to acknowledge any sort of, like, reasonable mind behind a trans woman, because it means that it is a reasonable position to hold, which means there's no reason for you not to have it in your own life. Dave, I think that's where we're at right now. I think entertaining the idea that it's a reality and something someone can choose means that he has wasted his time. God bless the ability of the filibuster. God bless it. That's right. In the Bible it said, "Thou shalt have the ability to filibuster."
Made up, you bald fuck. So dislike of or strong prejudice against transgender people is the definition of transphobia, and you meet that definition because you're a bitch.
I'm sorry, but phobia is a fucking irrational fear.
I'm sorry that you don't know how to type definition of transphobia.
I'm sorry you don't know how to understand
your
the
brain
fucking English
and
language.
Your dick. I'm reading you the Oxford Languages definition of transphobia: dislike or strong prejudice against transgender people.
It's
you
tough.
just can't read or whatever, I guess. Or you're googling specific words to try to make yourself sound correct. Because you think other people are too dumb to Google.
The root
Listen,
cause of that.
you understand that everyone that watches you is like 20, so like they understand that you can just Google these things and see that you're wrong.
You understand that you can't just change language to suit your...
You can't change language? Disagree. You can change language.
I'm sorry a man screaming triggers you, sweetie.
Thank you. Language is like... quite literally the thing that probably changes most over generations. We don't talk anything like our grandparents, you know. Are you like who are you saying? Oh, skibbity doo, which is of course how they talk. Of course, skibbity toilet came back, so maybe we do. But no one says limericks anymore. No one has clever little sayings. We have memes. We have verbal memes. No one says little old guy sayings anymore. Only old guys do.
Your needs.
All language is made up, and this is the Oxford
Languages
definition of transphobia. This is the common usage of the word. So dislike of or strong prejudice against transgender people. That's what it means. That's the common usage of the word. I'm sorry you're being a bitch to try to dodge
it's not a phobia,
your prejudice.
Yes,
it is, because that's the definition of the word.
No.
Why are you arguing with people smarter than you, dude, about language?
Because you're not smarter than me.
The word. I am.
Yeah, you do. It doesn't have the basic understanding of the English language.
Hey, bro, do you own a home? Because I do. By your definition of how smart and good people are, that makes me better than you.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the definition of transphobia is dislike of or strong prejudice.
That's tough.
The definition of phobia is an irrational fear, which I don't have.
Nobody
Oh my God! Is this just what's? He's boring.
cares what the definition
He's
of the
boring.
modifier is. I'm using the definition of the word I'm using. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You get mad that trans woman might have a dick every time you see one because you're
Don't
weird.
get mad about it.
Yeah, you do. You're like, I want to fuck her, and then like you chug more beer and destroy more brain cells. Yeah, that's weird. You have a weird dislike for it because otherwise you wouldn't be like, I wouldn't fuck her. Ugh. Like
at the end of the day, you can't actually change your gender. You do know that.
I mean, I did.
No, you didn't.
Actually,
I disagree. You can totally change your gender. America is saved. Trump is president. Enjoy your savior. Hey, imagine being this. You want to talk about why you're going to get fucked by this guy?
You're right. I've always been a woman.
Because deep down inside
In my heart of hearts, in my soul,
if you have to go into surgery, you're going into surgery as a man.
I'm not going into surgery. I'm not going to have any surgery. Anyway,
he is the GOAT. What you want about? What's he the greatest at?
Big old titties that my wife loves to suck on when she calls me mommy. That's I'm such a man.
That
when I paint my nails and when I do my hair pretty and I put on some cute thigh highs and then I rail my wife. Hey Dave, do you rail your wife?
Oh no, it's sad. Oh no, it's sad. It's still sad. This is a good one.
Anything else you want to know?
Dave? Do you rail your wife, Dave?
Okay, are we gonna actually have a productive debate? Or are we just gonna kind of?
I mean, you're the one that's like telling me I'll never be a woman or whatever. You're the one that started. I'm sorry that you're mad at my glorious fucking titties. Hang on, this bra I'm wearing is actually kind of too small. It's like a cup size too small. So like I gotta adjust them a lot. Otherwise they get really uncomfortable. Ugh. So like, what about me?
He is jealous and mad.
What about me screams man to you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
And I don't care.
Because we're talking about surgeries, I don't care. I'm not having any surgery. I don't need surgeries. Everyone thinks I'm hot except for like straight men, which is fine.
Great. I'll let the rest of them know.
Like,
we'll have a meeting about it.
So
we? No. You're not invited to the straight man meeting, Dave. We've seen what's on your computer. Only gold star straights at the straight meeting, okay? Look, only gold star straights, god damn it.
Like, yeah, you're like super transphobic, dude, and you denied the definition of the common usage of the word transphobia. Does it make you less transphobic?
I'm denying it because it doesn't fit the definition of a phobia.
Dude, I'm sorry you're a worm.
I'm sorry you don't understand English.
Like, people would respect you more if you just admitted it instead of being a little worm about it. It's really weird.
So, it doesn't...
Kissing your bros at the straight meeting?
Doesn't meet the definition of a trans. It doesn't meet the definition.
It does.
Of a phobia.
I read you
no,
the definition. You can say no all day long, but you're still a dumb fuck.
It's not an irrational fear.
Like,
and
I mean, you are pretty. You are pretty reactionary.
What they fucking do.
Well, you're like lying. Is what it is. Yeah, you do.
No, I
you're
don't.
Super mad about it because you're talking about me going into surgery or whatever instead of like talking to me about it.
So,
what surgery? There's no. What surgery am I getting, Dave?
Okay, well, let's say a trans person has to go into surgery. When they're under the knife, they're not a woman anymore. They're a man because our bodies are made a little different.
What are you talking about?
If you have a trans woman and they have to get surgery, when they go under the knife, that whole I'm a woman thing goes out the fucking window because men and women are constructed differently.
Are you weird? What? No, they were women before the surgery, so you're being weird.
Men don't have this thing called a uterus.
Okay. Lots of women also don't have uteruses.
Insides are
my mom doesn't have a uterus.
Completely different.
Lots of women also don't have uteruses.
Okay, I mean, you can live in fantasy land if you like.
What if they get their uterus removed?
They still have the spot for it.
If I type in, is there a medical condition where a woman is born without a uterus, will I get 0 results?
No.
Because you're trying to apply definitions to everything when in fact you could just like
basically what
not
I'm saying
be a terrible person.
What I'm saying is like when they go under the knife, all that shit's out the window.
I understand what you're saying. You're just a dumb fucking don't know how to and can't like actually not really.
Yes, they are.
Why do C-sections exist then?
What?
Why do C-sections exist?
To save the baby in case something goes wrong during the natural vaginal birth.
What are things that could go wrong?
Well, the big one is breech.
Breech.
What's some other stuff?
Umbilical cord gets wrapped around, but men still can't carry kids.
Like their hips. Okay, some women just can't carry kids because like
no man
they're just too small or whatever.
No man alive can.
No man alive can? If I type in pregnant man, do you think I'll get any results? Shit. I got some results. I got a few results. I think men can get pregnant. I think men Men are getting pregnant. Yep.
Okay, I think men can carry kids.
Okay, if you
Because I
want to
think
believe
trans
that,
men are men.
go ahead.
I'm just trying to get down to the bottom of like your thing, because I'm chill about it. I don't really care about like trans people
I
being
don't
trans
give
or
two
whatever.
shits either.
But like,
You give so many shits. You give more than 2 shits. That's the problem.
but you're like trying to fight me over it, and it's weird. You obviously care.
No, I don't. I really
Yeah, you
don't
are,
care.
because men can't be women and women can't be men, and then you're like getting
if
mad.
they
when
want
we're
to, if
trying
they,
to the
let,
core of
let's
their
be
reason you
okay.
believe
Let's
that,
be
and
honest.
you're
They're just
dodging.
plain
That's
fucking
weird.
pretend.
I mean, that's fine.
They're
you play
just plain
pretend when you go to
pretend.
the internet and pretend you have sex. Like, it's fine. We let you do it. Everybody's entitled to whatever.
So, if you just want to agree that they're just plain pretend, fine. Go live your
It's
life.
weird
Be a
'cause
fucking woman. Wear dresses.
That's
all
weird
that
because it's
shit.
like not pretend, because you recognize that there's a difference between like gender and sex, right?
Yeah, there's two.
There's 2. Yeah, the difference between gender and sex is, there's 2.
Male,
A
female.
difference between gender and sex.
There is no difference. They are linked.
No, they're not. I mean,
Yes,
some
they
things
are.
like societally we link together with gender and sex, but like at the same time, like, okay.
It's just like crazy to dig in on this kind of shit because the conversation is very easy. Like if you're worried about what gender and sex are, cool. I'm happy to talk to you about it. But when you just don't like know about it, and you like, why not just learn about the difference between gender and sex? I like to talk to people about this when they are secular, because there's no secular argument against being trans, and the only argument against being trans that is really hard to deconstruct is people's religion, because now you got to do the whole religion, and when they're just like, you can't be trans because it's gay or whatever.
Like, there are women that are like females or whatever that are lacking those things, and we still call them women. So I don't understand.
Yeah, because they
Like, it's not affecting you at all. No woman that you see trans or otherwise in public is trying to fuck you anyway. So I don't understand why you're so mad all the time about
True.
it, talking about it.
I don't know, because I just want to. Do you have anything else?
Okay, so you don't want to like get to the bottom of it and explain your views because you really don't explain them at all. Like,
No, you don't. Yeah, I agree. I wonder if we'll actually get into any of the nitty-gritty with Dave. It's taken 20 minutes to get to his baseline surface level thoughts on it. Do you think it'll get anywhere? I hope so.
you don't. You just say, I think it's icky. You don't like explain it. And that's what we're trying to do right here, is like let you explain to me and get down to the bottom of it.
Fucking views on trans people. I don't give 2 shits if a guy wants to live like a woman.
But you do, because you get mad
But
about
here's
it.
the problem.
Huh?
You can have whatever delusion you want. Don't demand that I play pretend along with you.
But you're playing pretend at them by saying that they're not women. That's what we're saying. Like, you're the one playing pretend, dog. You're the pretender, Dave Grohl.
It's not like pretend, right?
Pretend. It's playing.
So if you saw me in public and I like came into whatever stupid grocery store you work at, you would be like, "Have a good day, sir." If I was like, "Hey, thanks, Dave. You have a good day. Thanks for the chippos, buddy. Here's your tip
the
or whatever."
most
If you
you'd
take
probably
tips.
get out of me is see ya. I
Yeah,
generally
okay.
don't use gendered language because it's extra syllables.
Hey, babe, that's really cool. Actually, I appreciate that. I believe everyone should do that. Really based of you, Dave. Actually, I respect that.
And honestly, if I took 1 second, I'd probably say, yes, miss, what the hell do you want?
Yeah, okay, see, that even more based of you. That's cool. But like, when you look at that person, are you like, damn, I'd never fuck them?
Generally, if somebody's talking to me, I'm like, I wish they'd shut the fuck up.
Okay, so why do you do it when you're like watching Blair White or like some other trans person on the internet? It's kind of weird.
First off, I don't watch Blair White all
Yes, you do. Dave is a woke gender abolitionist. I wish he could get there. The man claims to be a libertarian when he's just a fascist. I wish you could be it. I actually don't care. But every time he's like, I don't care, but like, I don't care, but here's all the things that I do care about.
that often. Second off,
I'm just asking
agree
you
with her
why.
90% of the time.
I'm just asking you why. I don't care if you agree with it 90% of the time. I'm just asking you why you do this specific thing.
Because basically,
I'm trying to get down to the bottom of it.
In that example, I'm literally saying that I will do any activity with a trans person that I would do with a normal woman. dinner, lunch.
Oh my God, he's doing the thing!
Go to the amusement park, ball game, yada yada yada. Ride a fucking horse. There's one activity.
Would you go horseback? I don't want to fuck you, Dave. Like ever.
There's one activity.
Dude, he has to finish the spiel. It's crazy.
I'd love to ride horses with you, actually, because I used to barrel race. You want to come ride horses with me? I live in the wild Pacific Northwest.
Sure,
I can easily go run some horses.
Sure, if I'm ever in the area.
You know how to ride a horse. You've ridden horses before.
I haven't done it for a long time, but
for a long time. Yeah, we should ride horses together. That'd be.
Dude, he would fucking get kicked off the horse and die, just like Superman.
So dope, actually.
Yes, remember that?
It'd be great. I'd embarrass you.
You probably would.
And also, all the dudes that I rent the horses from would be like, hell yeah, it's the cowgirl, because that's what they call me, because I'm a girl and they love me.
Storm over Corinne, thanks for the 4 months.
Have a fantastic day.
They love my tight jeans that I wear when I go. I got these cute English riding boots.
So he's so nervous.
I just show up in sneakers.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest that. Like dead ass. Like I probably have some. What size shoe are you, Dave? I used to be a men's 13. I bet I got some nice cowboy boots that would fit you that are square toe that you'd like.
I'm 10.5, but I'm 10.5 like extra wide almost.
He's got big paddle feet.
Extra wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
cowboy boots and me, fucking torture devices.
I got extra boots there. I'm sure you do good. Is it because the toes are pointy? You should get flat toe. You should get herder boots.
No.
The flat toe ones, because they're going to be a square. They're going to be a square foot. That's probably why. The pointed toe ones.
I'm so glad we're talking about horse girl shit right now. But can you both speed that up for me? Can you both finish the horse conversation?
Heard a lot of men's feet that are stocky. So like, yeah, dog. They probably got some you can borrow. They got extra boots. But yeah, you should, if you're ever in the Pacific Northwest, we go horseback riding together. By horseback riding, I'm going to make you jump over obstacles and do barrels.
Stop.
Right.
Never mind.
Means my balls will be crushed by the end of it.
No.
Dude, he loves talking about his balls being crushed. I'm telling you, man.
Oh, you know how to ride a horse though. Listen, I'm sure they got a cup. There's some dudes that ride bulls. They got a cup you can use, and a helmet and a vest and all that shit, just in case the horse decides to be a dick. Don't get your head crushed, you know.
But
yeah. So anyway, I'm sorry. I love horses. I'm a horse girl. So
I actually love animals.
You love I've never seen him be nice to an animal. What do you mean you love animals? You don't love anything. He's never done a nice thing for another creature in his whole life. Horse therapy might do him good. Yeah, nice fucking horseshoe to the temple. That wouldn't hurt at all.
yeah, you ever taken care of horses before?
Never taken care of them.
No. Oh, so you never had to clean their
I've never had to brush a horse. I never had to do any of that.
Everywhere I've been, well, they forced me to
Now we're in full fucking we're just talking about her special interest.
brush the horse and stuff afterwards, but it's fine.
So
Yeah,
now it's a speed date, Dave.
They're a lot of work. You gotta clean their feet for thrush because it helps their blood pump. So if you don't clean their feet, they can get an infection.
yeah,
Their blood very easily.
yeah, kind of the only thing that's unrealistic about Red Dead 2.
Yeah. Well, also, another unrealistic thing is you never clean your horse's sheath. You know what that is?
No.
Stop. Fuck off.
So
Like,
male
maybe I
horses
should
have a
clarify,
sheath
like-
that their dick goes in,
Oh.
and you have to put on this really long rubber glove and clean it out sometimes.
Okay. So I will probably not be owning my own horse anytime soon.
No, I mean you can pay somebody to do it. Some guy will come do it for you.
Definitely will.
But real cowboys clean their horse's sheath.
I didn't know I'd get an education in the cleaning of horse cock. All right, I gotta get another beer. I'll be right back.
Coors Mountain, baby. Fuck yeah. Vosh should sign up for that job? Wow. Dude, you can't fucking mention horses anywhere near my chat. They're gonna mention Vosh. Horses? There's two things people might do. Horses like apples, which I love. And also, Vosh wants to fuck horses.
All right, you also said I'm conservative. Do you want to bring up topics and see if I'm conservative or get my
You're hella
opinion
conservative about everything.
Okay.
Which is fine. I just think that it's a little dishonest to say you're not.
Okay, well, why don't you give me a topic, and I'll give you my honest opinion on it.
Your honest opinion? So the things you say on your stream aren't honest?
Usually, but okay.
Really? Oh wait, no. The other day you said what do you say? Your which you know, I guess is fair. Your the things you believe are conditional.
Pretty much every instance is it's situation like with the death penalty. I'm in favor of. However, that thing in Missouri that just happened, if it was up to me, I'd be like, okay, stop the execution. Let's get a new trial. He
was gloating after that guy got executed. Huh?
Let's get to the bottom of it.
Well, that's the exact reason I'm not in favor of the death penalty.
You know,
because that happens 8% of the time.
As for gay marriage, I was for it long before the Supreme Court decision, and I argued that any law against gay marriage is unconstitutional because you can't give Jane and John a group of special rights because they're in a relationship on paper, and not give the same rights to Jane and Jane or John and John. You know, in truth, I'm somewhat against all forms of government marriage. That's between two people, or fuck it, 3, 4, 5, I don't care. Long as everyone's over the age of 18.
This is bullshit, dude. How come he always says he doesn't care about poly people, and then he always gives me shit? And Sarah, he always gives a shit. I'm tired of it.
Don't give a shit. I guess I'm more fiscally conservative because I don't like the idea of the government coming in and helping people out when people should help themselves.
But you understand? But what does that mean in specific? Because, like, I think food stamps are based or whatever.
Well, I think we should have a social safety net. But you probably just envision it a lot bigger than I envision.
Yeah, because it should be an actual safety net.
Like, I don't think people should be on it for 10 years.
Yeah,
unless
and that's the point of broadening the safety net, so people can get off of it easier.
So the safety net or whatever, I don't even want to have a safety net. I just want everyone to have the same shit at a baseline, and then you can excel or not based on your skills, your aptitude, your drive to do so, and desire. Like, just go live your life. I would just want everybody to have their needs met at any level, and then if you don't need that assistance anymore, you just don't use it. But you can always go back and get it. I don't want to means test it. I don't need this bureaucracy set up around the idea of keeping people on or off benefits. That's such a big problem with it. That's part of the big fucking issue. Just give people health care, access to housing, and fucking produce, education. We're going to be okay. Easy. Trombinator, I appreciate your optimism in the inability for a fascist America to do harmful things, but I think the problem is that we're going to have both. We're gonna have deep ineptitude and lack of ability to like affect positive change domestically, and only the ability to properly do bad things because that's the only thing they're driven for. So I have a feeling that, if you're a Palestinian, not you, I don't think, but like just a Palestinian in general, I feel very bad for, and obviously already because of how our government has been, but it's only getting worse. Or Lebanese, Iranian. The Middle East in general is like not better off with Trump in charge. Ukrainians are also not better off. It sounds like they're going to try to just force Ukraine to cede land that Russia wants, even though Russia's getting their asses stomped. All it would take is some allyship. Maybe the NATO will step in, but I fucking doubt it. Having Musk on the line was crazy. Dude, and now Musk, I don't know. There's all sorts of shit that's going crazy.
Like the idea of...
Because you can't give people like a bare minimum amount of whatever, like, because at this point in time, the bare minimum isn't even enough, right? Because of inflation and stuff. Like, we can't expect people to like be alive and have a job and be like successful when they can't even like be healthy because they don't have enough money to go to the doctor.
Almost any other time with the food stamp argument, I'd say they're more than generous, but cost of food has gone up and the amount hasn't. So,
like, I'm personally in favor of not even like giving people food stamps because I'm not at that point. We're just subsidizing corporations. I think we should have more like food banks or whatever.
So who's going to pay the farmers?
What do you mean? I'm talking about not buying it from grocery stores. We're going to get it wholesale from people, like the same way grocery stores get it.
So you're going to go to
and then you go in
and buy it?
No, you're going to go to the local fucking place where you have government employees that help you, that give you stuff as like a food bank.
Is this for everyone or is this for just poor people?
I think we already have the apparatus in place and the delivery system and everything, and these relationships are already built where food supply is going from producers and to like sellers, like your local market or your farm, not farmer's market, but your butcher or whatever, wherever you get your food from, your Walmart. These relationships and networks are already in place. We can just make produce you just don't charge for it when you ring it up. It could be done. You pay the farmer for what they have, and then you use the they still ring it up, right? Still point of sale, and then you just can reimburse at wholesale value the stuff for stores and shit. But fuck Walmart, yeah. But a lot of people will only get it from there, like fucking Dollar General if you're very rural. So
it's for ideally everyone, but I'm just talking about like food stamps or whatever.
But again,
because at that point we're just subsidizing corporations that are increasing the prices of everything.
But then again,
but I guess that's more of an aside or whatever about how like we could save money on the back end because like I don't really care about if they go to Walmart or a food bank or rather than go to the food bank. Yeah, but yeah, so I don't think food stamps are enough necessarily unless you have kids.
We can quibble over the amount, but I do believe in a social safety net. Like I said, I'm just in favor of it being a little more temporary. If it's more temporary, then maybe we can talk about it being a little more robust.
Well, the robustness is what makes it more temporary.
But that's not how it works, and you don't vote that way. That's just not how it works.
So you could,
because in order to be a productive member of society, you have to have like a roof over your head and shit. Like, you think I'm gonna at my job hire somebody for my department that's like 40 years old, but is like can't take a shower over somebody who is younger that can? Like, if we're being realistic.
Generally, I would. Well, yeah, I get the point, but
do we not both agree that people should we should make it as easy as possible for everyone to be a functioning, productive member of society?
Yeah,
because that's what we want.
Yeah, we should.
Functioning, productive members of society.
But what do you do about the people that, quite frankly, just want to live on the streets?
Nobody just wants to live on the streets, but even if that person does exist, go for it.
Like, they have no ability, they have no desire, one reason or another. What do you do with them? Because my thought would be either you're going into rehab, you're going to jail, or you're going into an asylum.
Yeah, that's so fucking punitive for no reason. I don't know many people that want to live on the streets that want that. But if you want to live on the streets, I think that's a thing that you could do. I don't mind. Stay someplace safe, out of the way. We could talk about whether or not that could be permanent. I don't know. I think if you provide housing for everybody, people will choose housing. But you can go camping. I don't mind. I don't care.
Well, needing to go to rehab would mean they're seeking help, so that automatically deselects them. Some people need rehab or whatever.
But what I'm saying is the people that are like, no, I'm just fine living on the street doing crack all day. That no longer is going to be allowed.
Okay, so it's already not allowed, and we already don't give a fuck. So like, it'll just continue to be the way it is now for those people.
That are homeless by choice because they'd rather surf all day or whatever, or do drugs all day.
I'm perfectly aware of that, and that's obviously not who I'm talking about, David. I'm saying that we should allow people to seek help, and that we should make it as easy as possible for them to become productive, contributing members of society. And there will always be some antisocial people. Like, we got to deal with antisocial people constantly. So it's already hard for the ones that aren't antisocial to find help because of the way we treat, addicts or whatever. The way we just treat vulnerable populations in general. So yes, like, I'm assuming we both agree that the people that would like to become productive, functioning members of society should be given that opportunity, and we should make it easy as possible as them to get those things and be able to achieve that.
I also don't give a shit if you want to be a productive member of society. Beyond that, I don't care. You don't need to be productive for me to give a shit about you. If you want to live in government housing your whole life and never go get a job or anything, I don't give a shit. Live that life. Do it. You'll have what you need. You won't have what you want necessarily. You can just do odd jobs. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, there is a standard of living that all human beings deserve to have if their society can provide it. And we should be able to do that. And we can spread that throughout. We can help. And I'm, leftist. I don't really just care about America, which I know is like something I'm not supposed to do. I'm supposed to only care about America, but I guarantee you the quality of life would increase for Americans if our neighbors in the global south also had stability. Like, a lot of the things that all of you people fucking get upset about, immigration and all this bullshit, that's your fault. It's like literally the actions of you and you having to pay the consequences of destabilizing these countries over and over. And then, like, the people are like, well, I guess we'll go to the one place they say is good. America has opportunities. Okay, I guess we'll go there. And then they're not allowed, even though that's what you tell everybody. It's crazy.
Because we should be concerned as other human beings that people become functioning, productive members of society.
Believe it or not, I actually agree with most of that.
What is there to disagree with?
But there's the idea that we should be concerned about other people's outcomes.
I mean, so do you not want these people to stop being antisocial and start becoming productive, functioning members of society?
I do.
Because I would like them to do that.
I do.
Okay, then.
But
so I don't. Then we should, because wouldn't you like a better society where these people are functioning, productive members of that society?
Presumably, yes. But
presumably.
Okay, then.
There's also work they're going to have to put in themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. Themselves.
No shit. I understand that. I'm accounting for that. That is part of them becoming functioning, productive members of society.
So
I don't understand what there is to disagree with.
The idea that I guess more that it's society is taking on the burden, not the person.
The person.
What? Society? What burden?
Person is taking on the burden by seeking help.
There is no burden in letting someone where I don't live fucking have a house somewhere I'm not. I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about? Let people have shelter. This is the dumbest fucking thing. Human beings are so fucking pointless. We are born and evolved on paradise in space, and we could do whatever we want. Whatever we want. And instead, we play games. We're like, we're in systems. Gotta follow the systems. And it's like no one's making us do it. Nobody. Except ourselves. So crazy.
It will take, we are giving them the tools to help them explore that and to overcome that burden. That's the whole point. It will still take them also doing the work, but people are more likely to do the work when the tools they need to do the work are easily accessible. So I don't understand why, like, that's all encompassing. Like, every time you're like, well, I don't know if I'm like, listen, that's included in this. I agree, but that's also going to happen. Like, I want that to happen too. So I don't understand what there is to disagree with.
Well, okay, if you put it that way, then I guess I don't have much to disagree with.
So you just stop being obstinate and be correct instead. Wouldn't it be nice if you could just be correct about all of your opinions, Dave? Wouldn't that make you feel good?
So,
And what is there to disagree with?
like I said, we'd probably quibble over scope.
I don't understand.
Like, how long would this program last? How many months would a person be allowed to be on it?
Forever.
I don't know. Why does that matter? It's like a general like concept, an idea.
Because
Like I don't. Me and you aren't policy experts, but I don't understand why you would disagree with what I said. I'm
100%.
also not a policy expert.
Okay, so like just listen to the idea, right? Okay, think about your own life. While it would be very nice to have no rent, don't you ultimately want to find a place, whether it's a home or whether it's a just a fucking, I don't know, maybe you don't even want to put down roots, but like you don't just want that for your whole life, probably, right? Probably. Most people would like to enrich themselves in other ways than being in like a standard living situation, so that they have shelter. Like most people strive for more. There are going to be people that don't want more than that, and that's fine. There are people that won't be able to have more than that, and that's okay too, if we understand that we're taking care of them and they still have good quality of life. You can make a whole life in a fucking small apartment. I know people that have lived in apartments their whole lives, and they're always going to, especially if they live in cities. Out here rurally where I live, it's more likely that you live in a house or rent a duplex or something like that. But we do have apartment buildings, obviously. But it's way different than my experiences living in cities. It is like so obvious that human beings will pursue their own goals independent of you. If you don't put pressure on them, people will still like try to be great at stuff. We're still going to have people excel. In fact, we'll have more people excelling all across if their needs are met. The science bears this out. The studies show that human beings aren't just complacent little lazy guys that don't ever want to do anything. But I think we need to account for little lazy guys that don't want to do anything and just be like, yeah, you can live that life. Most people don't. I don't know anybody that really does. The laziest people in the world are working constantly all the time anyway, because life is a series of things you got to do. Like, you can't even just fucking sit around. Because if you do, your whole house gets fucking crazy, because you just live in it.
You know, because it's like, I don't want people to...
We're not writing a law. We're agreeing at a general concept.
You know, like, somebody's on the street, and they go for help, so we set them up with an apartment.
50 years if you need it, 70 years, don't care. But most of them are not going to do that. Most people are going to get that place. They're going to seek out free education. They're going to seek out health care they might need that's keeping them from finding enrichment in life in whatever way that sees fit, whether it's through a job or I don't even need people to like get jobs. You know what I mean? There is work that can be done that isn't a job. Like, people that we can incentivize people to clean the communities. We can incentivize people to do childcare. We can incentivize people to, just help around. It's not that hard. You can still have your money if you need it, buddy. You can still buy bags of chips.
Which would require changing a bunch of laws, but we make sure they get food assistance for a time. We set them up with a job program to get them some sort of job.
I don't even need to set them up with a job program. I am literally talking about just not having the consumer have to pay rent. That's it. You can still go fucking apply for different places to live all over the place it's like, there's going to be a housing scramble at the very beginning of any sort of one of these programs, but like eventually we're going to be okay. It's going to be great. And then you'll be able to save up and go buy a house. And did you know the beautiful thing about going and buying houses and stuff? Human beings die. There's housing turnover. We're never going to run out of space. As long as we're normal and we act normal and we have kids at a reasonable rate and we have good society, like just chill, man. Everyone freaks out all the time, scrambling, crabs in a fucking bucket.
And we set them up with some furniture program where people donate their old couches and shit and they can use it. My thing is how long can they be on this, and how
Forever.
many times can they be on?
Forever.
Dude, it doesn't matter. Like, we're not talking about policy. I don't. There's a generalized idea. And I don't understand why it's so hard for you to
an idea. I don't disagree with any of it.
We haven't talked about anything yet. I'm trying to explain to you what I mean when I say that that we should be concerned with other people. Like, Dave, if you had some sort of health issue or whatever, I would want you to get treated. I would want you to get help, and I wouldn't want you to go into medical debt and fucking die broke. Okay, buddy.
That's not gonna happen because I bothered to get really good insurance.
Okay.
Okay, but you still have to pay for the insurance. And if it's part of the ACA, which would be fucking hilarious if it is, it's going to get torn down by the Republicans next year.
So anyway, I got pretty good health insurance too. It's pretty dope. But anyway, yeah. So we should all as a society be concerned with each other's well-beings, and that well-being to me includes your happiness. I'm not saying that we should stop every day and be like, how are you today? You're not happy? Take the pill or whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, dude? Did you play We Happy Few? Hey. Nah. Oh, okay. There's a pill they take. It's a super antidepressant. Oh. Not telling you we gotta you know what I mean? I'm not telling you we gotta do some weird shit, but I don't necessarily get along with all my neighbors. I live in the suburbs, but they're genuinely nice people. And one of the guys up the street died, so I made sure his wife was doing okay. Because he was really nice to me, and it made me sad. He was a nice dude. Played basketball with his grandkids. But yeah, we should be genuinely concerned with. And if some dude's on the street corner having a seizure and dying, we should be this dude needs help.
You're talking about a very small group of people you know. Do you give a rat's ass about anyone living in Utah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want anybody in Utah going into medical debt. Fucking yes.
Why? You don't know anybody, I assume.
I don't care. I don't know them personally, but I also want the rest of the people around me and my society to be generally happy and well taken care of, because that leads to a better and more productive society.
That's an impossible dream.
It's not.
It doesn't have to. What? What's the impossible dream? To try? The impossible dream would be to have 100% perfect society. What if we could just be look, my goal, my really true goal here for my whole life, political advocacy, is going to be healthcare, housing, education, and food. That's what we need. It's simple as fuck. And maybe if I run locally, the fucking bus stops. We don't have covers on the bus stops. We don't have good bus? Fuck this shit. Let's get better funding, man. Stupid. You may say I'm a dreamer, but all we're saying is that we should be able to have health care and not be charged for it. That's it.
Not a dream. It's a general thing I live
micro,
by,
not the macro.
What do you mean? It's not I spend every day worrying about whether some dude in Utah can't pay his rent. But if I see something, I'm oh, well, this whatever bullshit that's happening in Utah is fucked up. I'll retweet it or whatever, and maybe talk about it or something, or absorb the information so I know later, because I am concerned about it.
But again, the other problem is there is no one size fits all solution. Again, worry about.
I disagree. I straight up disagree. Everybody needs housing and healthcare and education and food. That's it. Denver got a huge injection for our public transportation infrastructure and has been a dream. My point is, fuck Republicans and third-party voters and abstainers. Yeah, I mean, we need better funding. I found out that my city isn't allowed to. They have a cap on how much money they can make from property taxes, and that's wild because I know for a fact that the number that it's like $2 million or something they can collect, which is fucking not a lot for the amount of people that are here. We need to get rid of that shit because I know rich motherfuckers around here would be having properties that definitely exceed that number. It was meant in the 80s, some shit from the 80s, and so they're kneecapping the fucking city budget and helping the rich people that live here. It's so stupid. And we have a good amount of rich communities. We have a lot of poor communities, though, too.
About the micro, not the macro.
One size fits all. I'm not saying one size fits all. I'm saying I want them to be this is healthy.
Again, why I've constantly said empathy is a lie.
What are you talking about?
Empathy is a lie.
No, like
this is like the opposite of it being a lie. As you talk to someone who's like, "Yeah, I'm empathetic."
Like I don't want. Like, I could see that some, like, fuck shit's happening in Utah that, like them banning fucking websites or whatever and go, that's fucked up and that really shouldn't be allowed to happen and, like, have empathy for those people. But I don't have to, like dread every day because something bad might be happening.
You don't know them, so your level of caring goes to maybe tweeting about it, maybe making a YouTube
no,
video
now we're talking about it right now.
Yeah,
like
and
I don't.
Our talk and. Realistically, talk isn't going to get shit done.
Why are you like you're so mad that I might go like, well, that sucks for that person. I kind of feel bad for them.
I'm not. I'm
like,
just saying this is why.
No, it's being weird. You're saying it's a lie and it's weird, dude.
This is why
you're just like being weird.
Because
just like
at the end of the day, you don't give a shit.
I mean, I do care, but like, I don't have to like lose sleep over it.
No.
What? Can you read my mind, David?
No, it's simple. It's the simple human condition.
It's simple. It's the simple human condition. Dude, you can't read my mind, okay? I do actually care. Just like I do care a little bit that you like drink yourself to death, but like also I'm gonna roll you every day.
So
true.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So like I would rather people be healthy and happy than miserable sacks of shit. But like that doesn't mean I have to like wake up every day and like worry about it. I'm married and shit, dog. I got friends. I'm like doing stuff. I'm doing something right now. And not once until now have I been like, poor people in Utah can't watch Pornhub anymore.
Again, it's just you'll tweet about it, you'll do this, you'll do that, but at the end of the day, it won't mean a damn thing.
What do you mean it won't mean a damn thing?
That's why I always said worry about yourself, and also
I'm worried about myself. I don't want to even.
I'm saying
you're like acting like you know what I do like day to day or whatever in my life. Can you describe a day in the life of Rowan?
I have no idea, nor do I care.
Okay then, like what do you?
It's just how much again.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that.
So we're gonna start the dialogue tree over.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. It felt like he just reset and he's like, okay, I'm going to go back into the spiel from the top.
People in Utah are having their First Amendment rights violated, even though a VPN will take care of the problem.
Like, so, like, I understand why,
at the end of the day,
like, that you don't care personally, but you're, like, projecting it onto me, and it's really weird.
But
it's really weird.
I guess maybe my thought is why would you care? Because you don't live in Utah, can't vote in state elections.
Because it sucks for them, and like
it sucks for them.
I think that I think it's dangerous for that state to be able to set a precedent that a state can just restrict your like information usage like that. Just period.
And if
it happened in my state of Washington, I would still be upset about it. They like blocked
the Supreme Court, and everything will be fine.
We'll see.
Supreme Court, and it'll just be fine. Huh?
We'll see, actually. I don't know about that one.
The court has ruled repeatedly that porn's legal, both liberal courts and conservative courts.
When was the last time they ruled that, though?
Fucking the People versus Hustler.
I'm genuinely asking.
Larry Flint trial?
I know there was several cases in the 90s, like when the internet first became a thing.
Oh, so that was in the 90s.
So I
30
think the
years
court was
ago?
conservative back
Sick.
then. I know there's a few cases that pop up every so often, and they always just get shot down as First Amendment, First Amendment, First Amendment, First Amendment. The last big one I remember was the 90s, when the internet was kind of just getting on the scene. I don't know if you're old enough to remember the days of AOL.
Yeah, how old do you think I am, Dave?
Somewhere in your early 30s.
Oh, nice. What? Give me a specific number.
Oh,
I won't get offended.
32.
Oh my god, I turned 32 at the end of the month. Awesome.
So, yeah.
Nailed it.
Yeah, if you remember, like I said, you might be a little too young to remember that, but there was a big hullabaloo about internet porn back in the day.
A hullabaloo.
David, my oldest brother is your age.
No.
Kind of remind me of him a little bit.
So, but no, it's always been ruled. So, and Utah's constantly trying to do crazy shit like this.
I mean, they are, but they succeeded this time.
So,
Which
it'll just be shot.
you would understand.
I don't understand. It'll just be shot down, implying that you do care, and it is crazy to you because it's stupid. You should. I mean, these are all things that are leading you down the empathy road.
Listen, as a porn
hullabaloo, porn hubbabaloo. At porn hullabaloo, you get old timey porn. Like the ones that are you gotta and there's no sound except for a guy on a piano, and then it just is like usually a voluptuous woman and a little skinny guy, sepia tone.
enjoyer, and as someone who has a wife who is a porn enjoyer and did the I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on Twitch. She is a content producer, and that worries me as a source of my freedom of expression and information. Everyone likes to nut occasionally, and sometimes you're like, listen, I don't want to have sex, but like I want to nut, you know what I mean? And so I think we all should have access to that.
I tend to agree, and like, there's not going to be any enforcement because again, VPNs exist. But
I mean, yeah, but like I don't listen.
But it'll just be.
Could you imagine?
VPNs exist. Okay, so VPNs exist and they're outlawing it in your state. So what happens if they find out that you're using a VPN to access something illegal in their state? What are they going to do?
Imagine what would happen to teenage boys if they had to fucking have $15 a month to jack off. You and I both know the world would end within a decade.
They still
you gotta.
They still got Netflix. There's plenty of movies.
Netflix?
With a bunch of nudity on there.
Are you guys jacking off to Netflix? Is that a thing? Does Netflix have a titty section? Do they have like a Cinemax Classics?
For God's sakes, I grew up in the era where you still had to go get a fucking magazine or a VHS tape to see porn.
I remember my brother, my older brother, different one, had this like, my mom found this like anime porn DVD under his fucking bed, under his mattress, and she was like, why is I remember her like yelling, why is Poison Ivy naked? And because it was like a plant lady or some shit, I guess.
Oh.
She fucking lost her mind.
A friend of mine in high school, his name was Eric. Shout out Eric. He was not really a great friend of mine. He was kind of a dork and weirdo. But my friend grew. I had a couple friends that hung out with him as well. And so he had a friend. In fact, the way I met him was my friend Justin. They were neighbors, and so he would like. Eric would play down in the basement and like play video games on this thing, and that's where we would hang out sometimes, like in the basement. And Justin would always come over, but he wouldn't go in through the front door. He would climb in through like the basement window that had like one of those floppy window doors, and he would just go like come in, kind of like a sitcom friend. Now that I'm thinking of it. Anyway, he did that once, and wouldn't you know it, Eric was watching some Dragon Ball Z porn on the TV. And that got spread around.
Oh God. Yeah, my older brother, he's into all that anime shit, and I just
With his dick out. Yeah. On the TV is wild. Oh yeah. Especially when you have a sitcom friend that's just gonna fucking come on over anytime.
I'm sitting there going, what is the appeal of this shit? But I've tried to watch anime, and I just ain't my cup of tea.
So there are some good animes out there. Dungeon Meshi is good. I like a lot of the Ghibli movies and stuff. I think some anime is ass for sure, and then there's some really, really good art out there. There's a lot of anime, especially anime geared towards boys, total ass. But there's some good stuff out there. Dungeon Meshi is really, really great, written by a woman.
Listen, everybody's different strokes for different folks. I don't think we should be kink shaming people.
Well, you know what? Whatever floats
One Piece. You know what? I genuinely like the live action One Piece more than the anime. Not even close, really.
your boat.
True. It's very true. What were we talking about? I don't remember.
I don't know. Something about conservatism or something, and then we got on porn.
Hell yeah. That is the... Yep.
So...
Listen, I don't know about you, but there's some very concerning things in some conservative men's porn search history.
You know what's so funny?
Uh-oh.
I gotta get another beer, and I've said this repeatedly. If I were to break in to Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, or Matt Walsh's house, open up their laptop, I guarantee you in their search history, you're gonna find the most fucked up porn on the planet. Every single time one of these staunch anti-porn guys gets caught, it's always like fucking one girl with like taking 12 dicks.
Yeah, dog, it's like, just do your thing.
It's
Just go be whatever. Like, just go do it. Nobody will care then.
yeah, it's just...
I would be utterly shocked if you went to Michael Knowles' computer and he had gangbang porn searches that involved women. There's just no fucking way. There's a 0% chance that women are featured in his porn searches.
Oh, you watch porn? Yeah, it was noon on a day that ends in Y.
Yeah, dog, listen.
Every day at noon, David? God damn, for lunch? Okay. That's a regular schedule, isn't it? It's high noon. You know, if it's noon central, Dave's jacking off. Now you know, chat. Now you fucking know. That's 1 p.m. Eastern. 10 a.m. Pacific.
I'll try anything twice, so, you know, they need to just have that
It's
mentality.
a siesta.
Just go do it.
So...
You gotta do it twice, because sometimes the first time is awkward.
So, you know, and that's the other thing. It's like, that's why I guess I fight so hard against the conservative label, is because I also hate Ben Shapiro, Matt Walsh, Michael
Why do you hate them? What don't you like about them?
Knowles. I can't stand their worldview either.
But like...
Because, like, I mean...
But, like, you agree with them all the time.
I just got done with a Matt Walsh video not that long ago where he's talking about how the 10 Commandments are the foundation for law, and no, they're not, and if like they was gay or something.
So now we know his schedule. I have a question. How do I unlearn curse knowledge? Modify memory.
Were that'd be a real shit list to make law.
Level
you know,
7 spell,
I guess.
Well, the first 3. Well, out of the 10, only 3 are laws: kill, steal, and bear false witness in certain circumstances.
But like, I don't know. They're also like
5th. It's a 5th level. All right, I'm going to try it right now. Forget that Dave jacks off at noon Central Time, very near the suburbs of Minneapolis, Minnesota. Boop. All right, roll a wisdom save, and I'll let you know if you remember it.
Listen, you got to understand this though. They all have like this weird breeder kink. They think they can have their cake and eat it too. They got to understand that they can't have their like weird religious dogma shit. You know, because you start going down that road and then you just turn into like Hitler, and that's not cool.
Well, Hitler wasn't religious.
Oh, he's super Christian, dude.
No, he wasn't. He was that was a thing for the masses. Privately,
What?
he was, I'd say, closer to agnostic.
No, he was obsessed with occult shit.
It was like positive Christianity.
So,
Well, you could be an agnostic Christian. You could not know if God exists, but still live your life as if He does.
you know, it's kind of like how your average president says, "Oh, I get scripture on my BlackBerry," and it's like, yeah, when was the last time this motherfucker was at church on Sunday?
Well, like, but also, isn't it a little?
Breeding kink isn't weird. Well, they're more of a breeder kink. You know what I mean? They actually want to like constantly have a fucking ton of babies. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. That's wacky.
Suspicious that it just kind of like happens to work like that.
So, it's just one of those things, just putting it on for the masses.
Yeah, but like, if you can trick people with it, doesn't that make it like kind of bad?
Oh, you can trick people into believing you're sincerely religious when you're not? Yeah, that's lying. Generally, lying is bad.
Lying is bad, but you're a Donald Trump enjoyer.
You know.
Damn, dog. I just want you to engage me.
So.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hitler was Catholic. I don't know. Lots of like fascists like to co-opt other things.
Yeah, generally, but do you know which country gave us basically the blueprint for the modern animal rights laws we enjoy today?
I don't really care.
Nazi Germany.
That's cool.
So.
I don't know if that really has to do with anything.
Not Nazi Germany, huh? Dave has got to hand it to the Nazis.
But we've been going on for an hour, and I have other stuff to do. So, do you have anything else, or do you want to?
Are you gonna play Assassin's Creed?
I don't know if I'm going to.
Joker laugh.
I don't know if I'm going to go on with that game or not. Yes, I realize I'm terrible at stealth and I'm playing a stealth game. But I don't know. I'm not planning on doing games and beer today. The next game up will either be Dragon Age or Fallout 4, so.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, I listen, as confrontational as I was with you, I do appreciate you
talking up Hitler is edgy. Yeah. Nah.
Me for so long, Dave. I know you only said 15 minutes. Thank you very much.
It's more on the boring scale
also,
for me than edgy
open
from Dave.
call-ins on my stream after this, so come to twitch.tv/seculoid, and you can talk to me or whatever.
All right, well, thanks for coming on. Like I said, I think the biggest thing that needs to happen all over the country is more people need to start talking to one another, not just scream at each other. But
what? Cell phone with Dave there. I have tried so many fucking times.
Oh, I mean, I still think you're like a disingenuous cunt, but like,
well, I
still appreciate you talking to me.
I still pretty much feel the same way about you as I did.
Oh, whatever. You love it when I like do this. And, like, you just had me around because you wanted the camera on because you know who I was. And you pretended you didn't, and you stared at my titties before.
Alrighty. Well, that wraps up this.
Bye bye.
See everyone later.
Well, chat. The Ding Knowers continue to eke out victories. Good work. Good work. He wasn't nearly as edgy as he needed to be.